might pray to God, y'all, but I like Lucifer best of all. Don't keep changing, waiting. Don't keep changing, waiting. Sunday school is a place for fools. It's hot in hell, but the devil's cool. Don't keep changing, waiting. Don't keep changing, waiting. So don't just sit there, join the club. Sell your soul to Beelzebub.
Hey, everybody, it is your old pal Count Jackula here once again for another satanic stream. How is everybody? I see Blonde Artist is with us, Zevon, Victor, GL, and Sue Blanton, who seems to be a new face, unless they aren't, and in which case I apologize, because the world's memory and mine is sometimes bad. Let's get this thing back to live chat. So far, no glitches. Yeah, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Falsifer, hey, how you doing? Man. So, yeah, saw the news of that. Hey, Nicole, saw the news of that indictment and, well, you know, whatever. I just got to let them do their thing. You know, I'm going to let the law do its thing because it's in their hands right now. And I hate it because we all know Trump's guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Blonde Artist is showing Buddy's Terrifier 2. That is great. Sue Blanton says, I'm new. I used to watch your streams. It's been a few years. Oh, well, welcome back. Welcome back. You're going to meet Giancarlo Esposito on Saturday. Ooh, that is cool. That is cool. That guy is great. If you don't know who Giancarlo Esposito is, he played Gus on Breaking Bad. He also does a lot of voice acting. He plays Lex Luthor on the Harley Quinn cartoon. And also played he plays like the evil corporate guy in The Boys. You know, our greatest asset is you are not our greatest asset. Our greatest asset is the secret formula for Compound V, you know. I just want one person to say to his face, Your Majesty, you look like the piss boy. I know. I know. It's fucking crazy. It's so fucking crazy out there sometimes. Like sometimes I try every day to not look at the news. You know, I sincerely do. But like, it don't always seem to work. But we try, don't we? We try. But given a lot of thought these days about how I want to live and what I should do to make that happen. It's weird because I could feel myself needing it, right? I could see myself needing like a change in my life, but like it ain't going to be easy. And I don't mean it ain't going to be easy because it's always hard. I mean, it ain't going to be easy because, God damn it, it feels like the world is working against me. Yeah, Twitter keeps causing mental health crises. Yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, that's why I had to slow my roll on TikTok, you know? You know, I was trying to go really strong, but like, man, it was starting to bum me out. Jack, do I live in a blue, purple? Oh, I live in California. I live in California, but if you think like whatever happens in a red state don't affect here, you're wrong. Like for example, like right now, the Moms for Liberty are really trying to fucking have their way with the various California school districts, and it's nuts because what they do is they astroturf. They bring a bunch of people from out of town, usually out of the state, to like come to these school board meetings and harass people. Yeah, Blue Sky. I've been on Blue Sky. Blue Sky's okay. I'm using it. I'm Count Jackula on there. If you want to follow me there, just go ahead and look. Go ahead and look for Count Jackula. You should find me. But it's not doing the same thing. Social media ain't doing the same thing for me that it used to. It used to be the place where I hooked up with people I haven't seen in a long time. Now it's less fun. It's less enjoyable. Moms for Liberty sounds like a Karen horde. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, California conservatives are their own weird universe. Yep, they sure are. They sure fucking are. And man, does it get rough. Man, does it get rough. Because a lot of like what Town Eccentric says Florida was the quintessential purple state. I think Trump caused everyone to give up on it. Yeah, Trump and DeSantis, yeah. Because they essentially it's weird because they made it illegal to associate with people that they had deemed illegal. That was the big problem. And everyone was like, do you realize how important those... You can't... Let me put it this way. Let's put this in sharper relief. Imagine, for instance, in the days of like antebellum slavery, one state had made it illegal not to own slaves, but to be a slave. Or to talk to a slave. That's another level. That's another level, and that's essentially what Florida did. They made it illegal to be here legally, which kind of makes you go, what? Okay. But that meant they were going to get you double. And then they made it illegal to be in a car with one of them. Which made it illegal to hire them, which made it illegal to everything. So with Disney already kind of backing out of Florida, everyone was just sort of like, you know what? Fuck Florida. fuck this. It's going to be underwater anyway. You know, that shit's going to be underwater anyway. Fuck this place. You know, and that's the real calculation everyone did. That's the real calculation. They're like, I don't want to go to jail. Why work for a state where everything's just going to be underwater? Everyone said California was going to be the one that went underwater, but it turns out it was Florida. Damn. Yep. Yeah. No, Florida's always been an incredibly regressive state. Yeah, Snake Plissken escaped from Florida. Well, yeah, it'd have to all be underwater, you know. Yeah, Disney pulling billion a month, like, you know, deal from Florida. Yeah. And they're all like, well, companies buy things for hundreds of billions. So how much is that really? And it's like, to a state government, actually kind of bit. Especially to a Florida. To a conservative state, that's actually a lot of money. Like, that's enough money that California would feel it. And California does multiple billions of dollars, like lots of billions, you know, every year. And they would still be like, wait a minute. That's a lot. You know? Yeah, tons of undocumented quote unquote immigrants have been living in Florida longer than the white people. Yeah, exactly. You know, it was a terrible move. It was not only immoral, it was bad for business. You know, because this thing happened, this changeover happened, which was the money we were making wasn't worth the trouble. You know? Yeah, it was $1 billion a month directly to the state. We're not even talking about like any residual business. Is $1 billion enough? Let's just let us stay here as we agreed. You know, that was the other thing. Like, we agreed that we were going to do this. And you're backing out. Why? Because a Mexican? Because we supported gay people? Like, finally, like, Disney was bringing up the rear on that. No pun intended. But yeah, Disney brings up the cultural rear. You know, so when they've adopted something, it's like, yeah, it's pretty much been adopted. So when they had a thing with an out gay character in it, it was like, oh yeah, this argument's over. But Florida wanted to keep having conservatives of Florida wanted to keep having the argument, and they're losing. But that's okay, because that's what this sort of thing is what Christian nationalists think are good. They think this is good. You know, like we're gonna ruin the world and create a better one in their place. I was like, you can't do that. That doesn't work. You know, like that doesn't work. You know, if you ruin a world, if you ruin a civilization, if you ruin an area, it's ruined. It's in ruins. That's why we call them ruins. Yeah, it's okay. Rome bounced back right. Ancient Greece bounced back, right? British Empire bounced back, right? The South bounced back, right? That's what's so fucking insane about it. It's like, no. Well, these places are ruined. When places like that are ruined, when cultures and societies and civilizations are ruined, they're just ruined. Because no one wants to be there. Because it's ruined. It's like having a dying dog and then going like, well, and he gets better. Wait a minute there. I know you're attached to this, but we got to get real. He can't get better. He's bones now. Yeah, it's less right and more Reich. Yeah. Yeah, my call center is filled with Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Dominicans leaving en masse. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, wait, are you in Ecuador? Fausto, I thought you were in Ecuador. Oh, or is your call center like, did you used to have people in Florida and they're all like, I'm out of this shit? Florida's tourism is falling because of the laws that they've created. Now, no one wants to risk being arrested in Florida for just going there. That's the situation. Which is kind of okay because of the God, what did they call it? But well, because of the like supply problems that those laws have caused. And it's just the laws. It's just the laws, nothing else. Florida is less and less capable of handling its old tourism volume anyway. So combine that with an overly hot ocean, and why? You could go to Hawaii for less trouble. Hell, you could go to California for less trouble. You don't even want to be in Florida because you're worried about this place. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't blame you because, like, I don't know how much time there is left for Florida. Like, California, we got a chunk of time. Like, we might be okay. I really think that we ought to be doing something like now. I think we need to be doing more now. But, like, at least we're doing some things. And it turns out we're not in the biggest danger. Don't get me wrong, we're in danger. But we're not on, even though we have to worry about wildfires, we are not quite on fire yet, if you know what I mean. Funky Weapons says, Florida sucks. Me and my family left back in 2006. The thing that upsets me is Florida got worse. Back in the 80s and 90s, like, a lot of places in Florida were actually pretty groovy. Like, Jacksonville was okay. Miami was okay. Orlando was okay. But you could have some fun there. And it wouldn't be it wasn't completely miserable to live there, but sometime between like the late 90s to sometime between like the early 2000s to now, it got really bad. And I don't just mean like environment wise. I mean like people started threatening other people with guns just for like using their driveways to fucking back up. And I'm like, how paranoid do you have to be? Like people have warned me about that. They're like, well, if you're ever in Florida, whatever you do, don't use someone's driveway to like make a 3-point turn or anything. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, why did that become illegal? And they're like, no, because like people will run out and fucking start screaming at you, and they will probably have a gun because it's Florida. And I'm like, bullshit. You got to be kidding me. Like, that's got to be an exaggeration. But like, nah, too many people have told me about it. Too many people who have lived in Florida, recently have told me about that. And I'm like, but you live in Florida. You're not like a tourist or anything. You're just trying to like back out. And like Florida does have those nice big, has some nice long driveways, but and really narrow streets. So of course the people are going to do that. And they're like, yep. And for some reason, everyone became get off my property. And I'm like, I don't know if temporarily using a driveway to fucking turn around is worthy of getting off my property. Like, are you on their flowers or something? Are you going through their like yard? It's a driveway. You're there for like 10 seconds. Like if you like parked in that shit, I could see someone getting mad. And they're like, nope, just turning in. Okay, that's nuts. Yeah, there was a giant moral panic about immigration in the 90s. Even though, again, a lot of them were here a lot longer. Yeah. Well, it's I'll just say it. Like, one of the problems with red states is they're bad at business, which is so weird. You always have the stereotype that like, red states are for some reason they're like, real business and but no, turns out blue state's way better at business. Yeah, bigot's gonna bigot. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I think that like all the like, I think a lot of normal people, too many normal people moved out of Florida, and I think like all you're left, the main thing you're left with are the bigots. Which I think is really too bad because as I keep saying about a lot of cultures, like there's a lot to be said for like some shit that happens in Florida. This is a culture of people who regularly keep alligators as pets, man. Is that wise? Probably not. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. They're just like, oh, goddamn gator. Goddamn gator. It's not, oh my God, an alligator. It's just like, Oh, damn, Gator's up on the porch again. Yeah, biggest take all the fun out. Why do they do that? I don't know why they do that. It's really too bad. I was actually like reading this. The Countess was actually reading this Twitter thread to me where they were, Mumbo just won't go on a holiday. But for those of you that don't know, Mumbo is a legendary alligator in this stream. But yeah, you became Floridian when you swerved in traffic to avoid hitting a gator. Yeah. That's the moment, right? You're like, well, I guess I'm a Floridian now. I think you're even more of a Floridian if you just have a gator in your backyard. You just be like, oh yeah, be careful going out that backyard, yeah. That's old time, man. Old time at the gator. He back there. Be careful. Have I ever had a pet gator? No. The closest I ever had to having a pet gator is that I had a lot of friends who bred snakes. Yeah, know the gator, give me that shovel. Tristan says my big sister and her husband came from Washington to live in northern Florida since 2018. Oh, man. A Florida baptism. Yeah, that's where you got gators swimming with you. Yeah. But yeah, this thread, it was all about basically, you got to realize that the thing about conservatives is that they don't like anything that has changed since they were children. They don't like anything that has changed since they were children. And that is kind of the problem, because the thread was about this one guy, one person who was talking to a conservative that they knew, and they got on the subject of the cartoon Gargoyles, like, the old Disney cartoon from the 90s. And the conservative said if it was the exact same cartoon today that it was back then, he couldn't watch it because it would be too woke. And you're like, the exact same cartoon. Like, changed nothing. And it's too woke. Okay, look. You're talking about a time before you realized any of these political issues, because they were there at the time. And I can confirm that because, in my opinion, anytime Disney did diversity, and they definitely did it with Gargoyles, it felt like nails on a chalkboard. To me, it felt like nails on a chalkboard, because it was like, oh, God. Yes. Oh, God damn it. Because one of the big problems with a lot, how to put it, one of the big problems with Gargoyles in particular was that despite anyone's skin tone, everyone was basically white until we essentially did a very special episode. And then all of a sudden they were more ethnic. And you're just sort of like, well, I mean, there's a little bit of truth to that, but it does feel like you were hiding this and then the rest of the time, which also isn't inaccurate to real life, but I noticed that shit back in the day. You know, like when I realized that I believe her name actually Officer Lopez? You know, like hold on. Uh Elisa Maza. Oh, okay. It wasn't that bad. But I wouldn't have been surprised if they just called her Officer Lopez, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. She wasn't coded as white, but like it still felt very weird to be in this like New York that was mainly white. That felt like a white people area. It's weird. You go back and you watch it, like you'll see what I mean. Of course, you have to be watching the episodes that are actually set in New York. You know, which is a lot of them, but like compare that to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cartoon that was running at the same time. You know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was way more set in like gritty ground level fucking New York. Whereas the New York of Gargoyles was much more like, you know, like uh Grand Central Park, or yeah, I know I just misnamed it, but you know, like New York Park, you know, Central Park, fucking Sex Fifth Avenue, you know, which made a certain amount of sense because all the high rises are, right, you know, but still, you know, yeah. There were times when like you bring up a Jewish person and that's being ethnic. Like that's the period of time we're talking about in children's media. You know, and it just felt weird. You know, like it just felt a little off. You know, not that it wasn't a bad show, by the way. Um, Although I agree, I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a lot more. Even though even though it wasn't as ethnically diverse, it was like a less ethnically diverse show. You know, another one I always compare from that era is Captain Planet, because in Captain Planet, like you know, the up with people, every ethnicity represented is real high with that show, like to the point where it just becomes like insane, you know, to the point where it just is comical. Because one of the things about Captain Planet, and this is what I thought was really odd, which is the whiter you were, the more of a stereotype you were, which was weird. It's like everyone kind of starts out at that like middle class American level. Like the black kid, the Hispanic kid, who I think is actually supposed to be from Peru. You know, like they come off like what, they're just white kids with accents, you know, with like slight accents. But you get to like the white kids, and if they're from Russia, they talk like Rasputin. And if they're like German, they almost sound like a Nazi. Whereas like Gaia just sounds like Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, Mati is Brazilian? Oh, I thought he's from Peru. Okay, so he's Brazilian. But he still just sounds like a white kid with a slight Latina accent. You know, whereas like the Irish kid, the whole can get and bacon broken is to be. Oh, leprechauns, you know. You know, and I don't know that. I don't think that was intentional. I think everyone was just using stereotypes to get the idea across, but that was the problem. Oh. You know, and like it was just funny to me. And of course all the races combined to form a white blue guy. Which I was always just like okay. Like, think I didn't notice that shit? I noticed that shit. Yeah, Gaia was Whoopi Goldberg. And the African kid was LeVar Burton. I know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They sounded like middle class Americans. You know, like you knew they were probably black, even if you didn't know who any of them were. But they still sounded like, you know, like people from the Midwest or something, you know, like they sounded like, you know, they were really, their ethnicity is very toned down, whereas light skinned ethnicities are cranked up to 11. Oh, thank you, Yishafai. Thank you for the donation, dude. Yeah, my Gaia was voiced by Whoopi, you know. Yeah, Hart, stop being a dick and feel the pain of the animals. Yeah. Like, you know, and how to put it, like, you know, thank everyone for trying, for pushing the envelope that much. You know, because like then you go to something like He-Man and you're like, everybody's white here. Find me a black dude in He-Man. Not like a black voice actor, plenty of those. I mean like a character who's actually like dark skinned, who's like a human. Or human, at least as human as Ram Man, you know what I mean? Like Merman don't count, he's a fish. Let's see, what was the name of the villain with the Pika Bangs hair? Yeah, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, Dr. Blight. She had been burned in a chemical accident. She stuck her face right over those beakers. Like an idiot, you know? And now I hate Captain Planet. What? Okay. All right. She kind of hot though. She was voiced by Meg Ryan. Oh man, Panthro. Yeah. Panthro was coated black. that kind of came through. That's how Jazz from Transformers is coded black, and you're like, yeah, that kind of comes through. Let's see. Let's look at black He-Man characters. Um. Oh, there's a character named Sunman. Sunman He-Man. Oh shit. Okay, we got one. He had big fucking golden angel wings. All right. Or wait, is this? Oh, okay, yeah. He was created in '85. Okay, all right. I was like, they were like, he joins the He-Man cast. I'm like, wait, he wasn't there before? No, he was there before. All right, a little confusion there. Oh yeah, He-Man had hella LGBT coded representation. Tell you that. Hoggish Greedley was Ed Asner. Oh man, yeah, man, that cartoon had a lot of star voices on it. Like one of the things I always thought was kind of funny is that like such a common supervillain fucking origin was I'm disfigured now. I'm disfigured. I'm evil now. It's why sometimes I'm really okay with a supervillain just being an asshole. Like Dr. Robotnik, for example. Dr. Robotnik's just a jerk. What does he want? I don't know what Dr. Robotnik wants. World domination, kinda, you know? But really, he's just an asshole. Oh yeah, Pee Wee's Big Holiday, how it's very gay romance encoded. Oh man, no, that movie's great. That movie is so good. It's so fun. Like it's the fucking how to put it? It's the Pee Wee's Big Adventure sequel that we should have gotten back in the day. Yeah, Big Jim Horner, like from the Puss in Boots movie. Yeah, like he's a great villain. Oh, yeah, he doesn't like Sonic. Well, yeah, Sonic is a little shit. Like you get down to it. I agree. Yeah, rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Rest in peace, Pee Wee. Rest in Playhouse, Pee Wee. Uh Yeah, it is. It is kind of amazing. It is kind of amazing. How sometimes all you need is for sometimes all you need is for the bad guy to be wonderfully hateable. By the way, I did end up finishing. You know, it should have been a cartoon by now. Mystery Men. Well, I feel like the Tick kind of dominates that space. I think we could have used another one. Like we could have done a Mystery Men. Maybe bring in the Flaming Carrot. You know. All right, Funky Weapon. You take care. Avisatanis. I see. Oh, you never saw the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer, for example? Like Paul Rubens is great in that. The best joke from the Tick is still bipolar man. Bipolar bear. Yeah, this is a job for bipolar bear, but I can't get out of bed this month. You know. Oh, I would love. Someone should make a cartoon with Serene Film as an '80s cartoon parody. I wanted to make. I was thinking at one point of making a Muppet film, like just a trailer. Yeah, just like a minute and a half trailer where it was basically what role did he play in Buffy? He's the vampire who is only half staked and is trying to, is going, ugh, 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 ah, yeah, ah. Yeah, he's Rutger Hauer's right hand. He's the head vampire's right hand man. Yeah. The whole joke with that whole thing with the Hollywood Vampire Council or whatever is that everyone on that council is someone who has played a vampire, and they are revising that character without saying it in that episode. Like Pee Wee Herman is supposed to be the character he played in the Buffy movie. Like Wesley Snipes is supposed to be played. You know, Tilda Swinton is supposed to be Eve from Only Lovers Left Alive. Yeah. It's because like Paul Rubens never got enough credit for being as good an actor as he is, as being as good a character actor as he is, because like he had that like Mark Hamill ability where you're like, wait, that was Mark Hamill? That had all that stuff in it. Oh yeah, and Danny Trejo is supposed to be the guy from the Dusk Till Dawn. I remember they made a joke about someone not being able to be. Oh, Tom. Yeah, Tom Cruise is not there. And they're like, oh, Tom's not going to be here. Tom's never here. Like, because he played Lestat. Yeah, it was so fucking fun. Yeah, he was one of Oogie Boogie's kids. He was the Penguin's dad in Batman Returns. He's a bunch of stuff. Like let's see. Let's go through he was I didn't realize he was in Bob's Burgers. He was in Legends of Tomorrow. He played a character called Dybbuk. He's in something called Tigtone, playing a character called Cryptomb. He was in Voltron, the Legendary Defender. He was like the swap shop owner. Let's see. He was in something called Mosaic, which is apparently a television show I've never heard of. A whodunit based on the murder of a popular children's book author and illustrator Olivia Lake. Oh, he actually plays one of the main characters on that thing. I never heard of this show. I wonder if it's any good. Huh. Olivia Lake. Huh. Uh Oh, he was also in Gotham. He does some of the voices for Call of Duty. He's an American Dad. He was the Riddler on Robot Chicken when, in some of the Robot Chicken stuff. He was in Portlandia. He's in Phineas and Ferb. Oh, I didn't know that. He's in Star Wars Rebels. Oh, man. Yeah, not a year. Yeah, he seems to have, since the 2000s, he's mainly done bit parts, but he had bit parts in everything. It looks like he was in 4 or 5 things a year as as a bit part. But I mean, a bit part for being an actor from the 80s, that's actually, yeah, you could live off that easy. Yeah, he played Batmite. Yeah, yeah, he did tons of stuff. It's just that you didn't really recognize that it was him. But yeah, it looks like he was doing 4 or 5 movies and television shows a year, but just as small parts. Oh yeah, I guarantee it. I guarantee that's what happened. I guarantee that that's what happened because one of the other things is that Pee Wee Herman's one of those guys that so many people went to bat for. They went, a lot of people actually really went to bat for him. Back when he was arrested for the theater incident. And there was that whole thing where it was like, oh my God, he was caught with child porn. Actually, no, he wasn't. Actually, he wasn't. Um, he was basically exonerated. It's one of those things in a collection of in a lot that he had bought. There was less than a dozen things that were questionable. But when they were looked at by looked at by a judge, they were like, this isn't, no, this is not child pornography. And given Paul Rubin's cancellation at times extremely mild to scandals nowadays, not at the time. Not at the time. That was huge. That was international news. That was gigantic. It was everywhere. It was absolutely fucking everywhere. It was a huge scandal. And at the time, I was kind of like, I'm not really surprised. But there were like accusations of child pornography even then. It was like, oh my God, he was jerking off to child porn. And that was the story that got passed, through word of mouth. And then you actually look at it and you're like, no, that wasn't it at all. Wasn't even close. He was in a private, when they say like he was caught in a porn theater, you have this image of a bunch of people sitting in a theater and they're all wearing trench coats and he's jerking it. No. By porn theater, this was one of those places where you rented a tape, walked into a booth by yourself, and did whatever. You jerked it in a private booth. It was that kind of thing. And you're like, what? That's kind of fucked up. Like, why would you, like, you busted someone for that? For indecent exposure? And basically what it was is that there was a group of cops looking to make, some easy arrests. And they were just like, okay, yeah, we'll just like fucking grab some people from walking out of a porn theater. And one of them just happened to be Paul Rubens. And you're just sort of like, wait, you were waiting outside? Yeah, a booth like in the Boondock. Yeah. Except it's not a peep show booth because there's no one on the other side. It's just a television. How to put it? That's how it used to be. Yeah. So, like in the Crow City of Angels, the guy jerking it with a girl behind the glass, except there's no girl. It's a television screen. That's what it was. It was one of those things where, even though it was a really common thing to do, it was still technically illegal. It was still on the books. You could still arrest people over it. That's the way it was. Yeah, you go into a booth, there's a movie playing, and you have a set time to jerk off to it. You pay the man for like 10 minutes or an hour, whatever. Yeah. They were vague enough that it was a lot of conjecture. And also you didn't want to offend people by giving them the sordid details, but the sordid details would have cleared the air a little bit. It's one of those like, wait, you were just waiting to bust people out of a porn? Anyone who came out of a porn shop? Fuck you, like, which is exactly what it was. Yeah, I remember those booths. I didn't like those booths because it was like, how clean is this? You know, like how sanitary is this? But also, the thing that further complicates it is that Paul Rubens was gay. So he's watching gay porn. Hey, Stacy. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, who knows? Fuck the police. Yeah. Yeah, be walking in sound like Rice Krispies on the floor. Oh God, yeah. Because you're supposed to clean that up, but no one wants to do it. Yeah. It's like that scene in Howard the Duck. You know, I think you could take to this job like a duck to water. You know? Oh man. Yeah, nobody goes to them anymore because like the internet is just safer all around. Let's see. I know a lot of people use psychedelics to help process traumas. Or something I should do for going into that to prepare? Oh, are you doing it under doctor supervision? Because the first thing that I would recommend is be around friends and people you trust. Like that's absolutely the first thing I would say. Splugba. It's a Roomba that cleans porn rooms. Ooh. Oh man, like that would have been great. Do I have the collector's edition of Nightbreed? If it's the one that came out like 5 years ago, yeah, if that's the one you're talking about. You know what? You know what I just realized? They they never fucking put out Nightbreed action figures, did they? No, they didn't. There are some custom figures out there done by people, but the only one that they ever did was fucking Decker. My God. I didn't realize that. Well, that seems. I mean, I in a way I could see why because that would be they'd be very difficult to do, but like considering some of the things that they've done, it can't be that hard. Huh. They only did Decker because of Corey Taylor? Wait, what does Corey Taylor have to do with Nightbreed? You mean Corey Taylor from Slipknot, right? Yeah, Kit Basha, Mac Tonight figure. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that one would be pretty simple. Oh, no, there's a new collector's edition that just came out the other day. From Shout Factory. I think I have their previous one. Let's see, how much for this? $139. Okay, now that's a problem. Why doesn't anyone do anything with Shinasazi in that thing? I mean, like, she's... Was it too sexy? I got no idea. Let's see. Yeah, they were supposed to be doing a Nightbreed television show back in 2019, but like... that might have just been canceled due to COVID and shit. Oh, that reminds me. I was going to look up. Look something up. Because I had just finished that show. Good Omens 2. I just finished Good Omens 2. And it looked like one of the demons was played by the same actress who played Shinasazi. I wanted to check up on that. No, I know that she... No, this has got to be the wrong entry because I know she's been in more movies than this. Do. Come on. All casting crew. Come on. Let's see. Doug Bradley. Man, they're... Jesus. Fucking entries for like the Clive Barker movies are all over the fucking place. No, Christine McCorkindale was in more than one fucking movie. That's not possible. Hold on. What? Only in one movie? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Who wants more queer horror things? Oh, yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I did see the trailer for Godzilla -1. Looks good. I'm interested. Going back and redoing the original Godzilla as a period piece, like I'm kind of cool with that. Can you get a gay Dracula? That's like every other Dracula. Can I get a non-binary saint with perfect hair and a six-pack? Oh, yeah, that would be that Little Nas video. There's a ton of that. I would also say Legend, Tim Curry in Legend. That's another one. I mean, let me put it this way: he's seducing a woman in that one, but let's get real. Oh, you're going to a horror film festival? Which one? What do I think of Netflix's Dracula? Actually, I don't know if I've seen it. No, I haven't. I actually haven't watched it. I actually haven't watched it. I don't know why. I just didn't. So much. I'm slacking. Darkness and Legend may be a sexual wake. Oh yeah. Oh Brian. Oh Tim, don't turn you on. Oh, I don't know how to help you then. I don't know how to help you there. But if you want Gay Vampire, the new Interview with a Vampire show is super gay. It's like it's not subtext, it's text. Like they took the Anne Rice and took all the subtext and just made it text. Like Louis and Lestat's just fucking. Oh, the Houston Horror Film Festival. Ooh. Oh, the script flip of Fearless Vampire Hunters. Oh, Fearless Vampire Hunters is great. And it's got Sharon Stone in it, or not Sharon Stone. Fucking fuck. Sharon Tate. It's got Sharon Tate in it. And I did see Midnight Mass. Midnight Mass is excellent. Oh, dude. Man, there was a long period of time where I wanted to be Tim Curry from all those movies. Uh, well, yeah, can't have everything. Can't have everything. Ah. I wonder what Narnia movies Greta Gerwig is making. They're going to be the same words. I have no idea. No idea. I'm also like kind of, my things, I'm kind of done with Narnia. But which Tim Curry? Yeah, which Tim Curry? All of them? Yeah, Tim Curry saw cool, looked at it and said, "Hold my beer." No. He said, "Hold my martini." Nah, he's got hold my gin and tonic. He's got like some sort of classy mixed drink. If I could fuck any of the main four, who would it be? Actually, none of them. None of them. They're not my type of guy. Nigel Thornberry. I forget where. Hold on. Okay, maybe that's going a bit far, but most of his live appearances, like Frankenfurter, fucking Darkness, fucking yeah, hell, even his It. Yeah, Tim Curry for the Worst Witch. I got another gig. Hold my Manhattan. Yeah. There you go. That's a good one, Josh. Yeah. Oh, Wild Thornberries wasn't my jam. Smashing. You know? Oh, boy. How about the oil tycoon Cowboys of Blue Mesa? I never saw that show. His fucking Captain Hook is pretty good, though. From like Peter Pan and the Pirates. Remember that shit? God. Yeah, sorry, thinking about Fearless Vampire Killers. There we were, lonely and despondent around a single meager woodcutter. Well, yeah, David Bowie is Gareth. I mean, like, come on. Everyone in the world has got, like, an I'm not gay but David Bowie. Come on. Stacy's like, want to use the horns for handlebars? Yeah, well, yeah. You're Mr. Body. Yeah. Yeah, it was Tim Curry. But I was such a fucking. Yeah, in Clue for me, sexually is all about Yvette. Yeah, I'm not gay butt traps. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not gay butt. Yeah. uh in a weird roundabout way, getting over his death part how I came out as trans. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting, town eccentric. Uh I wonder. Yeah, you have to zone me. That Frankfurter got you into some very feminine men. Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah, Curry was a voice actor in a lot of 90s stuff. He was everywhere. He was everywhere. I often wonder, like, one of the things I find very weird is that media these days is like generally really tame in the sex department compared to where it used to be. And I'm not talking about like, actually, now I think about it, yeah, even in like the R-rated stuff, even in the R-rated stuff, it's it's not where it used to be. He was the shark lawyer in Fishtown. Yeah, well, like even in Fishtown, was it Fishtown or Fish Police? Hold on, was there a show called Fishtown? I remember a show called Fish Police. Fishtown. Yeah, I think you might be referring to Fish Police because yeah, it was Fish Police. I mainly remember that show because they had that ridiculously like chesty blonde fish girl who was I don't know what she actually was. She's more of a mermaid than anything. She had like a Jessica Rabbit figure. One of the things I thought was weird is that the comic it was based on was was a bit grittier because like in the cartoon it was like it's like the 1940s baby like during prohibition, yeah, kicking the stained glass window, like that kind of shit, but like in the comic it was kind of actually a its cop elements were a little bit more like like Hill Street Blues. So like I don't even know if they used any of the characters from the original Fish Police. Don't insult Elmo Musk. Oh, talking about Elon Musk now. Fuck Elon Musk. Like fuck that dude. To hell with him. To hell with him. Man, such a weird. Yeah, a lot of cartoons. Well, yeah, cartoons used to be kind of horny. Like there were hornier cartoons back in the day, just flat out. Like you compare that to now, and it's like, yeah, no, it's not as horny at all. You know, like even like a lot of adult entertainment is less horny, which seems odd to me. Like one of the things I kind of want to one of the things I kind of want to do with like Babylon is kind of bring horny back a little bit. It seems to be something that people are enjoying about it. So yeah, I know Samurai Pizza Cats. For some reason, he was doing like a Paul Lynde impersonation. He was talking like this. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, a lot of anime crushes. I'm trying to bring sexy back. Yeah. At least the Western media. Well, like there's still like in anime there's still horny, but in a really odd way. Like it's in a very different way. And I'm not talking hentai. Hentai is where it's always been. You know, I'm just talking about like the standard. The horny seems a bit more in a lot of animes, a bit more innocent. I don't know how else to explain it. You had an unhealthy crush on Firuza Balk. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Do-do-do. Da-da-da. Oh, God damn it. Come on, Dark Tide. Like, I need major content updates here, man. Yeah, hentai's its own universe in and of itself. It's still the same it's ever been. Although weirdly enough, like so many of them surround torture. Like there's like a part of me that's like I get it, but not all the time. You know, sometimes I need a switch up. Brian's like my anime heroine has always been Lita Inverse. I was a Naga man. Unsurprisingly. Oh boy. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Yeah, no, exactly. I think yeah, but like yeah, I kind of miss sexy. You know, I miss sexy. There's a lot. There is sexy. Sexy is coming back a little bit. Like especially if you watch that like freaking Interview with a Vampire. Holy shit. That's like that's coming out like a hose, like a high pressure hose, baby. You know, and I definitely don't believe everything needs to be horny. But I feel like we've overcorrected. Time to go back. Take take the horniness of the old cinema and apply it to the new world. Steve Blum vowed to never voice hentai because the scene he was auditioning for was a monster attacking a girl, so he just walked out. Hey, I get it. I know a guy who quit because he was a character actor. He was an up and coming character actor, but he was always being cast as the abusive husband, and he just quit. He just quit. He couldn't take it anymore. And he knew why, because he was like a big, heavy guy. And he's like, I'm always being cast as the abusive husband, and it just wore him out. Yeah, whenever dialogue about sex comes up, we always overcorrect. It's too easy for the Christians to get in on that. Yep. Yeah. There aren't a lot of erotic thrillers anymore. And those that do exist, because they do still exist. They're almost all they're almost exclusively queer, which the queerness isn't the problem. I'm glad that there are a lot of erotic thrillers that are queer, but it's like, let's bring that back for everybody. The industry is phasing out gingers and replacing a POC. I have not noticed that at all. Yeah, you feel a ton of sense. It's like, being typecast that way cause mental health issues. Oh, yeah. That's what was happening to him. We always called him Pac-Man. The actor I was talking about, we called him Pac-Man because for some reason he always wore liked to wear yellow shirts. So he's a big heavy guy in a yellow shirt. And so it was like we called him Pac-Man because we were assholes. Basic Instinct 2 is bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, well, the problems is straight white, straight white guys. Not all of them either. Just the ones that are like, oh, it's too gay. You're like, oh, shut up. Knife and Heart was one of the movies I was thinking of specifically, Jacob. Yeah. Knife and Heart is amazing. It's a great movie. Yeah, straight white frat guys. Yeah, like, I don't know how, but like, straight Caucasian guys are now almost these frat brats became a thing. They became a thing again, and it was like, no, don't bring this shit back. Are you fucking kidding me? This shit's awful. This shit is fucking awful. You want to keep these, because I gotta tell you what the frat does. The frat keeps you in a perpetual state of early teenage male adolescence while empowering you. Fuck that. Think about how you were at 14 and your sexuality at 14. Now imagine staying there. No real sexual development, no refinement, no really discovering who you are. It's just whatever you were at 14 sexually. That rots. Like, that sucks. Like, that's bad. Because I'm not talking about like fetishes, and I'm not talking about attraction. Because as far as fetishes and attraction are concerned, like you probably are basically attracted to the same thing you were at 14. But as you get older, that's always going to be there, but you build on it and you refine it and you realize, oh, there's certain things about this aren't necessary. Like, I don't really care about this. Now imagine you're in a situation where everything is intended to keep you at that level. It's why they always seem so immature. It's why they seem immature and why they're so unappealing the older you get. Because you're just sort of like, dude, stop it. Like, stop it. It's not cool. Like you never explored anything else. 14 was around the age my best friend raped me. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, frat guys. We're talking about how frat guys are unappealing because they're like perpetually in this like early adolescent stage of sexuality. Like even when they get laid. Because they exist in a world that keeps them kind of at that level while economically empowering them. So not only, do you not realize you're kind of still being kept at that level, you think it's what you're supposed to do because you're being rewarded. But that's their trap, and I only have so much fucking sympathy for it. Yeah, he hooked up with a frat guy once. That was a mistake. Yeah, it usually is. Stuff like that usually is. Particularly if you're looking for like a relationship. One of the funniest thing is that, oh yeah, Steven Crowder, absolutely classic example. Him and fucking Ben Shapiro both are at that adolescent level of sexuality. And it shows. It really shows. It really fucking shows. Because like really examine about what they say about women and what women are supposed to be. And what you're supposed to do around them and what you were supposed to do for them. Like that's adolescent shit. That's an adolescent understanding. You DD'd for a sorority for a night? What's that? I know what DD'd means. He drove a party van for 21st birthday for twins. It was less a porno and more of a horror movie. Hey, you're cute. You're dumb as a post. Yeah. Oh, double date? Was that it? Double date? Oh, designated driver. Oh my God. Oh. Would you be the designated driver? No. Yeah, my answer was always no. I ain't designated for shit. Oh my God. Oh, you're raped by your sister's. Oh. Oh, man, that's fucked up. What did you got the last laugh? What was it? Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what the revenge was. Ben Shapiro spent many hours stuffed in a locker, I'm sure. He wants the world to pay. Oh, yeah, I believe it. You know. Oh, yeah. No, I can't. I can't do that shit. I can't do that shit. I want to kill people too easy. He kicked out of the National Guard and gained so much weight that he looks like a clone of his father. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I bet that feels pretty good. Assaulted, told your mom, and she blamed you. You were 8. Yep. 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 Good Christian people, right? Good Christian people. Oh man. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta take a I'll, you know, I gotta go use the euphemism. I'll be right back. Yeah, yeah. Good. All right, I'm back. Whoa. Damn. Like, oh, I'm reading some of some of the chat that happened while I was gone. Yeah, he was he's just a creep. I dealt with worse. Oh, jeez. I know, right? Damn. Oh, boys will be boys. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Like, well, boys will be boys. Well, not well. Yeah, I thought boys were supposed to become men. I thought that was the idea. Pieces of shit. No, I know tons of girlfriends. I not girlfriends, not like my girlfriends, but like girls that blamed the other chick because their boyfriend like raped them. And it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? First of all, you should probably ditch your dude because he just raped a girl. Second of all, why are you blaming her? She is the person who had the least to do with this. Boys, fuck that. Oh, yeah. For me, I'm just like I'm just like one of those guys. Is like I just don't. I just don't. I just don't tolerate that shit. Yeah, I know. What a shock. We all have trauma here. Exactly. Well, there are two groups of people in the world: those who admit they have trauma and those that are lying. Um, growing up is hard no matter what you do. Don't get me started on Jennifer's body. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do that video. Why I don't like Jennifer's body. Because it's going to come down to because even people who like the movie for the movie it should have been, not the movie it is. If you just like seeing partially naked Megan Fox, I ain't mad. If you just like seeing sexy Amanda Seyfried, nerdy Amanda Seyfried turned to sexy Amanda Seyfried, I've got no argument. But I'm mad because it didn't go far enough in any of the directions it should have gone. It should have been straight up about two queer girls. Like, just straight up. Like, we should have just had Amanda Seyfried want fucking Jennifer the way fucking Gina Gershon wanted Jennifer Tillian Bound. Just flat out. The boyfriend, Amanda Seyfried's boyfriend, adds nothing to the story. He adds less to the story than the average frigid woman in one of these things. And I'm like, you didn't even go all the way with that. That made me angry. That made me mad. Yeah, the books. You know? It's not like a black teenager gets off on anything because of his age, just the white boys. Ooh. Yeah, Amanda's boyfriend in that movie is like a condom and an nunnery, like, he really is. I'm okay that you're like using a dude to fight over, but you're also using it as like a way to not be all the way gay, and that's pissing me off. Oh no, Jennifer was just is a complete cunt, you know. But here's the other problem. Like, let's compare it to something like Night of the Demons. Another movie with a girl monster at the helm. What makes Angela different than Jennifer? It looks like it's fun to be Angela. Know what I mean? Yeah, in demon form, she ugly as fuck. But like, it, it, the shit she does, you just kind of like, yeah, yeah, do it. You know? It just looked like it because it looked like it was fun to be a monster, even if it was bad. Like even in sleepaway camp, that Angela, you're just sort of like when you realize it's her, you're just sort of like, yeah, kill them bitches, you know. Like, but Jennifer in that is just kind of the bad guy, which you can do, but I think Ginger Snaps did it way better. Going too far with the like, like killing all boys kind of thing. I'm like, Ginger Snaps did it way better. It's like how I'm not really into The Craft. Because I'm always like, well, isn't the movie proving Firuza Balk right? And at the end of the day, this is about how a white girl like corrects all the weirdos. Like a blonde white girl just corrects all the weirdos and upholds patriarchy. Like, go back and watch the original Craft, and you'll see what I mean. We can't we can't threaten the patriarchy in this movie about five witches. I mean, I thought the Witches of Eastwick was not that great either, but at least it followed through with its message. Oh, thanks, Brian. Thank you for the donation. Let's get a hand at Brian. Hail Satan. Well, yeah. The other thing about Catherine Isabella in Ginger Snaps is once again, it looked like it was fun to be her. It looks like it's fun to be Ginger when she's like killing people and just fucking random guys. You're just sort of like, yeah, like that's cool. I'm also of the opinion the Fruz Balk should have been the real main character of the craft. You know, like everyone does. Yeah, why'd the black girl get punished? All she did was get back at a white supremacist who started it. I know, right? That's what I mean. It's those little details you start to go, hey, wait a minute. You know, the message of this is girl power, but not too. Not too much. That's bad. You know, that's kind of why I have a problem with the craft. You want to see Jason, Carrie, and Angela make s'mores together? Oh, that would be cool. I actually really like that Jason Camp Counselor comic that one artist does. You know, because all it is like Jason, he's still like a big monster with like a fucking machete, but he's a camp counselor. You know, and he's like this really nice camp counselor. Oh, you guys talking about Rachel True? Or Heather Graham? I don't. Yeah, like who you talking? Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Oh, you are talking about Rachel True. Okay, yeah. Actually, was Rachel True the black? I don't. Hold on. Let's check out Rachel True. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She was the girl in the craft. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I wouldn't like getting it wrong. Oh, Company of Wolves is awesome. No, 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 no. Company of Wolves is fantastic. It's great because it all talks. Because the thing that's so beautiful about it is it's all about girl sexuality. That's what the whole thing is about. It's all about girl sexuality. You know, it's one of the things that's so good about the movie. You know, because we don't get that a lot. You know, like I can count the number of movies I've seen that are about like girl sexual awakenings on like one hand. You know, it's not common at all, you know, and that one is so good at it. It's so good at it because it just covers the whole thing. It covers everything. It covers sexual attraction. It covers the fear of sex that is instilled in you by the older generation. It is about realizing that sex is procreation. It's about the fear of rape. It is about wanting revenge against a guy that's done you wrong, and it is about kindness. It is about also about raw desire and kindness. It's really good. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. You know, it's just so amazing at it. You know, I wish more. Well, the thing I think is so interesting is that these days it would have been an A24 film, right? You know, that would have been a movie. Company of Wolves would have been a movie that was done by like A24 or Gravitas Ventures or something like that. You know, you know, because it is like a, you know, it is a very arty horror movie, and it's just beautiful. Yeah, why are they praying to a male god in the craft? I know, right? Right? Yeah, see what I mean? See what I'm talking about? Yeah, and the sequel to The Craft that they did was like, yeah, it's like okay, you know, it's all right. Yeah, or the one they did recently, they may have done like, hold on, they may have done another one. Yeah, Craft Legacy. Ah, let's see. Oh, I saw a really good Brandon Rogers video. Hold on, has to deal with horror. Check this out.
Excuse me.
Welcome to my parking spot.
That is my parking spot.
I detect conflict.
And I detect a cheap knockoff.
Entering argument mode.
Why don't you enter my asshole?
Assessing threat. Ancient. Ugly. Crusty.
Assess this
There are 3 clinics in your area.
I like my diseases.
Well, I like my parking spot. Goodbye.
No, hello.
The police have been notified of your bullshit.
Something tells me you're gonna bring the doll with the moving parts.
You mean the doll whose biopic brought in more cash than your entire flop trilogy?
The next one goes in the USB hole.
You're just a toddler with termites.
You're just a Tamagotchi with tits.
Pulling up your browsing history.
You don't have the bandwidth. Oh, stop it right now! God damn it, Megan! I did it. What the fuck is happening?
You can't have my parking space. Your car is gay just like your face. Did I do that, bitch?
You think I must have full coverage?
Brandon Rogers. There we go. Hail Lilith. Yes, exactly. To me, like, well, one of the things, Brandon Rogers, hard to explain. Very gay YouTuber that does very, that tends to do offensive content. Let me see if I can find.
When the fuck did we get to Holland?
I met my first Valentine on this ride.
Her name was Patricia. She's a ghost now. Oh, disgusting. What the hell? Put that candy back. I'm not buying you all that mail. Oh, congratulations, you just triggered a Vietnam flashback. Something just popped. Stop pointing at that retarded boy. All right, hold on now. Bingo! Look at the whip he's got. That mouse owns somebody. Boy, pull up your goddamn pants. I can see Pinocchio, and he is telling the truth. The hell am I supposed to do with this? I can't shove this up my ass. I want to hang myself. Oh, that was my last pamper. What did I tell you about the candy? This sweetie gonna give you diabetes. No. Hurry up in there. My grandson has to take a Walt Disney shit. God damn it, boy, how you missed the ball. Don't worry, I got this. I'm not scared. Out of my way. I'm a real grandpa. I came to America on that boat. I'm ready to go now. Come on, let's go. They're gonna vote for Hillary. Ooh, a spooky ghost. I haven't touched a piece of candy in 20 years. Well, I suppose a little bit never hurt nobody. They're selling dildos to kids. Don't look at the dildos. You're not my grandson. Go away. Come on, keep up with Grandpa. Hi, Patricia. You still look like a slut. I need more candy. Stupid kid. Another candy store. Excuse me, pharmacist. Where's the sugar section? Oh, I need more candy. Fuck diabetes. I'm still not having any fun. More candy. More candy. I need more candy. Out of my way. I'm a real grandpa. The Holocaust was a farce. I need more candy. What the hell you mean I can't go on this ride?
You gotta be at least this big to ride this shit, princess. And you ain't.
But I'm a real grandpa.
Sure you are, champ. Now let's go back on Dumbo.
That's Brendan Rogers. Brandon Rogers. Let me see if I can find one of the Your Mother ones.
I'll never learn to love myself.
Guess again, dummy.
This is why you don't have a girlfriend. It's Mother's Day and you're in here watching soap operas.
Wow, I'm enormous.
Now get your ass out of bed and you celebrate today like it's Christmas.
What do you mean you're not cooking me breakfast?
What do you mean there's no coffee? This is the first Mother's Day I got fucked.
Your kids forgot Mother's Day too.
Trish, this is why I'm pro-choice. Where are my presents?
A gift from all of us to you. Oh, you guys.
10 to 15 kids and those cheap asses pitch in for one gift.
Whatever just broke better be because you were cleaning it!
Aww. I'm gonna treasure this like it's on the Amazon wish list I posted.
Oh, I'm not wearing that shit. Are you crazy?
That is the shirt of someone who has clearly given up. My Amazons. Nope, this one's not mine either, but I will find out which one of you kids I failed. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I call this my winning streak because it's one of those days that feels like a fucking week.
If anyone needs me, I'm gonna be in this closet eating my feelings and feeling my fat.
Give me one of my fucking sticks. Now go to your room. I don't need you to know when I do this.
iPhone, tablet, laptop. Now shut the fuck up! I'm running a winning streak on this pirate's booty.
I'm done. Today I'm gonna sit here till I get my ass wiped. Stop laughing! Daddy didn't leave because of Mommy. Daddy left because of what crawled out of her!
Whoa, do not touch that dirty ass doorknob with your bare hands.
Use your mouth like Mama Tasha. Now you try.
You are getting fat.
And you are getting on eBay.
The kids say I'm getting fat. The scale says I'm fat. And you know, between us, Trish, I think they're onto something.
Oh, yeah, put a pin in that, Trish. My baby just found the iced tea. God damn it.
Please stop hurting me.
You stop hurting me!
You know, Trish, getting fat's not that bad. I used to think getting pregnant was where it's at. Now look where I'm at.
Shut the fuck up. This is the quietest the baby has been in decades. Wait a minute. The fuck? Why is my baby a casserole? Oh, shit! Why is my casserole laundry? Why is my baby hiding from me on Mother's Day?
If I have to come back there, it's gonna be to get my fucking surgeon's license. Remember those quarantine masks I made all the kids? Yep, they're using them as diapers.
Ah! I tore the ass of my jumper, Trish. I'm fucked. This is how it starts. This is how fat shit starts. None of my clothes fit me anymore. Every day I think I'm at rock bottom. Oh, now this is comfort. I can't reach my control station. Goddamn remote. Bingo.
Yeah, I can help you today?
Yes, I need some burritos in my mom hole. Samantha, get the pepper spray! Oh, look, my Amazons. I've been waiting months for this cup of coffee to arrive. You know what? Come sit with me. You know, sweetie, I think I've had Mother's Day all wrong. I've been upset because everyone forgot, and I've been gaining so much weight that I've lost track of what Mother's Day is truly all about. Being with my children, whom I love very much. Fuck everything I just said! I'm getting skinny!
So, yep, that's Brandon Rogers. That's it, baby. That's it. Oh boy. All right. All right. I think it's time for me to take off for the day. I want to thank Brian Lawson and Yishify for the donations. I really, really, really appreciate it. You keep the show going. Oh, I've been tagged in TikTok. All right. I'll have to check that out. And just wonder where you got that shade of pink. Probably paint. You just watched a heap and helping of You're Welcome. That's what you just watched. Oh boy. All right, so until next time, Ave Stas, Disco Inferno. Don't forget to wipe your ass. Yeah, we're gonna leave it all hideout.